Hi everyone, welcome to Sulavon SheShed. I am your host Sulavon, and today in the SheShed we have a really amazing guest. His name is Avin. He is the teenage founder of Wuf Shanti. He's been featured on PBS, has multiple apps, and he is pretty well known around the country for this wealth and wellness program that's being featured in many schools across the United States. Let's pop into the SheShed and hear more about Wuf Shanti in Adam's own words. So when did you found Wuf Shanti?
I think it was around 9 or 10. It started as just a drawing after my great-grandpa died. Then I had a school project, then the first book, then the mascot, and then we created our curriculum. Then we did videos and visits to schools and hospitals with the mascot. More books, then the mobile app, then the podcast interview series, and we just keep expanding. Now we have a teen curriculum. Now the piece for older kids. We're really expanding, and that's great.
I know that everyone should get along. I try and be nice to everyone. It just makes me feel sad when people treat me differently.
Next time you feel that way, try cheering yourself up with a mantra, a happy thought that repeats in your head. Smile and the world will smile with you is a good one because it teaches us that if we're kind to someone, they'll be kind back.
Is that what is called good karma?
Yep. Spreading good energy will bring you good energy. If we spread kindness, together we can change the world. Do you know what Shanti means?
Love. Happiness.
It means peace. And peace begins within each one of us.
So you were saying that your grandparents had inspired you. So how did they inspire you? Did they introduce you to everything and you became acclimated to it, or how did that work?
So my great-grandpa was a yogi at heart. He taught me all his mantras, like think well to be well, smile and the world will smile with you, and smile and say thank you. When he passed away, I wanted to honor him by teaching his mindset to other kids. I think key to violence is teaching kids when they're young to be mindful or to cope with emotions and stress. And we kind of took his mantras and brought them to Wuf Shanti, and we kind of based Wuf Shanti around my grandpa's mantras.
That's so awesome. For our guests who are tuning in for the first time, how would you describe Wuf Shanti in your own words?
So Wuf Shanti is a dog character. He travels the world and shares with children mindfulness through positive thinking and fun and great music. And he likes looking on the bright side of life. Wuf Shanti promotes health and wellness and peace and positivity. We have 7 books, 100 videos. We also have a mindful mobile app. Our mascot like I said before, our mascot travels to schools and children's hospitals to visit the kids and share our curriculum with them. We are also on our local PBS stations, the Children's TV Network, which is the station inside of children's hospitals all across the country, which is amazing. And also in the Adventure to Fitness, that's an in-school program. We're in 25,000 schools across the world, which is amazing. So I love seeing that all these kids get to watch Wuf Shanti every day.
Hey, how are you today?
Actually, I'm kind of sad today. My grandpa is in the hospital because he is sick.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Remember what I taught you about positive thinking? Our minds can control our bodies and make us feel better. Maybe we can help you feel happy.
Really? How?
Let me show you.
Wow!
We use yoga for our minds. We can think well to be well. Think of something that makes you happy.
Like rainbows and butterflies?
Sure. Now put a smile on your face and take a slow, deep breath.
What will that do?
We are making a choice to feel happy and healthy. Your body thinks it's happy, and before you know it, you'll really be happy.
That is amazing. I love that. And what is the backstory behind your mascot?
I don't, there's not really one. I used to be the one in the costume. Now I'm too tall, so we have to get other people to wear it. I created the mascot because I think it's important to teach kids to stay healthy and physically and mentally, and help them deal with stress and emotions in a better way so that they can grow up to be less depressed and anxious teenagers and just be happier, peace-loving adults. Our world could use some mindfulness right now, and there wasn't another character like this that was like cross-platform.
Definitely, definitely. I love it. How were you initially introduced to the positive thinking mantras and the simple yoga poses you had mentioned?
Well, my grandpa, as I mentioned earlier, my great grandpa, but also my mom has always practiced some form of mindfulness. Then my mom and I got certified to teach kids yoga together. My goal now is to teach the next generation the same thing so that they can live in peace and spread kindness and deal with their emotions in productive ways so they can grow up to be happier and peace-loving adults.
Most definitely, most definitely. What was your first impression of such a peaceful lifestyle?
Well, I have a good family life. With my parents, I've always gotten along. They've been together since high school. My grandparents are really involved in my life. I'm close with them too. My friends and I get along really well. There's not any fighting going on. I'm surrounded by kind people, or at least I try to surround myself with kind people to have a peaceful lifestyle.
Most definitely. And what specific moment made you realize that everything was coming together?
Well, I don't know if there was one moment, but statistics for depression and anger, bullying, anxiety in kids has risen so much. Also suicide, homicide in young kids. We really need a character like Wuf Shanti with everything going on in the world right now. We need to teach. We need to teach and reach as many kids, parents, teachers, educators, health practitioners as possible, whatever, everyone. And science has shown that mindfulness and yoga, meditation, and positive thinking can help the healing process. Wuf Shanti visits a lot of children's hospitals to help the kids smile and heal. That's really special to me.
Most definitely. And you mentioned that you have support from your family and your friends. How important is support when you're healing?
For sure. My parents and grandparents are super supportive of everything I choose to do. It's a challenge to have the time to do everything, especially now that I'm in high school. I just started 9th grade and I'm on the school golf team. I have homework until midnight every night. I'm really grateful. My mom offered to help with the little kid programs with Wuf Shanti, so I can start focusing on the older kids' curriculum.
That makes sense. What are common misconceptions people tend to have about the peace movement or yoga lifestyles in general?
Well, so some of the public schools think these practices are a religion, but they aren't. They're secular. They're for everybody. I think it's starting to get better now. We just have to keep educating everybody. It's about health, wellness, peace, positivity, like coping with emotions and ending violence. And we have to get everyone into that mindset.
Definitely. And when did you feel your empire began to officially take off?
Well, I don't think of it as an empire. We operate as a nonprofit and formed the Wuf Shanti Children's Wellness Foundation. But I think that I got really excited when Adam Levine and Room 5 posted about us on Facebook. That was exciting. Published in a magazine, Best Self magazine was cool. So was being interviewed by the Miami Herald, the Huffington Post, teaching.com. I also do a bunch of interviews with pioneers in the industry. I call it my Partners for Peace interview series. I interviewed Congressman Tim Ryan about mindfulness and meditation, which was great. Wuf Shanti has won awards. We've won like the best family-friendly media products and services for kids award, Mom's Choice Awards, best kids product by the National Parenting Product Award, and a few more. All these things are really cool to me.
Was it satisfying? Was it a really satisfying feeling seeing your vision begin to crystallize?
Yeah.
Or did you get nervous?
Yeah, I love when we visit the schools and the hospitals, and the kids smile when they see Wuf Shanti, because they run up to the kids or give them a high five, and that's the best part, because I feel like we're really helping people and making a positive difference.
That's awesome. And what are some pro tips you'd like to share with the young people in our audience?
Well, I always try to take 5 minutes every day, just to do some breathing exercises. You can always do it wherever you are. No one even has to know you're doing it. Breathing exercises can help calm you down. They can focus the mind on like the present moment. You don't feel quite as overwhelmed. I just feel like taking just a little bit of time to kind of relax and de-stress was the main goal.
Most definitely. And how many books in total are in the series?
We have 7 books. I illustrated the first one, which was the original one. They all focus on like yogic principles and teaching mindfulness, and eating healthy, dealing with stress and emotions, and a lot more. We also have a nonfiction, like a coffee table style book, with a full page glossy photos of Wuf Shanti doing different yoga poses and meditations. The kids love to read it. They can follow along with their parents. There are tips on each page, how to do the yoga poses, how to do the meditation, so that their kids can do them while their adults helping them do the poses.
That's cool. And where can our interested audience members order the books if they want it for their own kids?
The books are on our website, www.wufshanti.com, wufshanti.com. So those are where the books are.
And is there an extra charge to order an autographed copy?
Not at the time. We also have a Wuf Shanti stamp, so he can sign it too. The little kids love it. Their faces glow up.
In terms of the apps, are the apps available on both Apple and Android devices?
Yes, the Wuf Shanti Yoga Fun Machine Mindful mobile app is on Android and Apple devices. It's everything can be done free. It has our song, videos, and games like puzzles, a memory game, our signature happy game and coloring game. It's also about learning the early learning curriculum. For the older kids, we have the online Peace Summit, which is coming soon. So I'm excited about that too.
Oh, that's amazing. I can't wait to see more about that. What are some quick tips that you can give our viewers at home about going back to school stress reduction?
Well, I think it's important to manage time good, and to take out time to breathe, like I said before, but also to smile. Even if you aren't feeling super happy at the moment, our minds influence our bodies, and our bodies don't know that we're faking the smile. It only knows the signal that it's getting from our brain, and then it becomes like real, and it helps our mood and our physical and mental health. That's where I think like the think well to be well comes in. It even gets hard for me sometimes, like if I'm having a bad day, I'll have to stop, find myself, take a deep breath, and come back to the present, which is what mindfulness is really all about.
It's okay to feel sad sometimes. Just remember there are many things we can do to help us feel happy and healthy, like yoga and meditation. When we wake up every morning and do some stretching and breathing, we set ourselves up to have a good day.
Why does that help us have a good day?
because it nourishes every cell in our bodies and minds. And when we start our day off being healthy and relaxed, we can carry those feelings throughout our day, and we can calmly handle anything that pops up.
And are the tips applicable to all ages in school?
Yeah, we like to make it more fun for the little kids though. Like teaching them through games, music, so that they laugh a lot, and that it doesn't just feel like learning, like you're in school. That they have the mascot too, which they love. Obviously, the older kids wouldn't have the dog mascot running around; they're not as interested. But the younger kids love it. As the younger, you can explain things like smiles are catchy. When I smile, you smile. When you smile, I smile. Smile and the world will smile with you. Things like that. That for the older kids would just be a little more advanced.
And aside from Sulavon SheShed, where else can our audience go to get more interviews and top tips?
I've done a bunch of interviews and podcasts and articles, like I said before. But also, I think it's really important to share with the audience that I formed the Kids Association in Education, a place for kids to come together and collaborate so we can make a real difference and stop the violence. I also co-founded and I'm hosting the International Online Mindful Kids Peace Summit. That's going to be in February. I'm excited about that. I'm co-hosting it with Helen Maffini. And hopefully all middle schools and high schools will watch on the same days at the same time. We really want to get the momentum of this Peace Summit of like a march and get some celebrities and athletes to give like motivational speeches. Because as a kid myself, I look up to them as role models. It's 5 days. There's a different theme for each day. Day 1 is diversity, inclusion, communication. Day 2 is living together in peace and like kindness, anti-bullying. Day 3 is mindfulness matters, tools for kids to de-stress and cope with emotions, which is what Wuf Shanti is really all about. And day 4 is just things we can do to help the world become a better place. That's what we need with everything going on in the world. And then day 5 is going to like positive psychology and like social emotional learning, more mindfulness for kids, how parents and teachers can help, how people can get invested to it on the daily. So I'm very excited about the Peace Summit. That's the big thing that's coming soon.
That's really exciting. I want to go. I want to cover that. Where can our audience follow you on social media?
It would be awesome if everyone could follow us on social media. We just passed our 100,000 on Facebook. That's a big step. So now we have to get people on and on Twitter and on YouTube. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for free. You can also download our mobile app for free on Android and Apple devices. If you have a hospital or a school you'd like us to visit, or you want to be one of our partners for peace, then in that interview series, or you just want to learn more about the Peace Summit or the Kids Association, you can email us at thinkwell@wufshanti.com. Like I said, you can follow us on social media too.
And the handle's just at Wuf Shanti, correct?
Wuf Shanti, yes.
Okay. And now that we've talked about basically, well, I call it the empire, and Ruthie calls it the empire, but how do you balance running your empire with school? You mentioned you're very busy.
Yes. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely get overwhelmed sometimes. My mom helps a lot. She's taking my ideas and she's really running with them. She's basically taking over the younger kids, so I can focus on the older ones because I'm in high school now, and that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that everyone like me how to deal with their emotions and stress.
Yes, definitely. And do you share with your fellow classmates?
Most of my friends, like my close friends, really know about Wuf Shanti because I've grown up with them, so that they know about Wuf. They're very supportive. Some understand it better than others. Sometimes there is some light teasing about the dog costume, Wuf Shanti right here, but not in a mean way. It was hard at first, but I know the tools to deal with it, and I did. They've always been encouraging them. Plus, they get service hours if they help me now. If you if kids go on the Peace Summit, they can get service hours from that too. So another big step for teenagers.
Definitely. And are there any tips for other entrepreneurial spirited teenagers that you have?
I would just say, just believe it. Just believe in yourself and do it. People find people and mentor support you. I think people should be collaborating more. People and companies with similar missions to make the world a better place. We need to work together. And like I said, you just need to remember to breathe, meditate.
Definitely. And well, since we already covered you're balancing school, you're balancing basically running an empire. And what do you do for fun? Do you have time for fun?
That's a good question. I like to play golf. I'm on the golf, like I said. I play basketball. I love riding my bike. I love going to the pool. I love swimming. I also love hanging out with my friends. With school, a lot of homework, and plus all this Wuf Shanti stuff going on in my life right now. It is hard, but it's all about time management. I'm trying to manage it all.
Definitely. So now you're very successful in what you do, but how do you stay so humble?
I don't know. But thank you for saying that. I just don't think I'm better than anyone else. I'm a human being just like everyone else. I just try to be smart and kind and work hard. It's all about making a positive impact.
That's definitely what you are doing at full force. So what are your future goals?
I want to continue with Wuf Shanti, and of course the Mindful Kids Peace Summit. I want to go to college, continue with my education. I'd love to continue in golf. I love the sport. I also love commenting. I love sports broadcasting. That's what I'd like to major in when I get older. That's something that I have an interest in. So I have all these tiny goals that I want to compete in and make sure I do what I like when I get older.
I'm sure you'll hit every single goal if you're already hitting all of the goals for this. And so, on a fun note, to close our interview, what are 3 really fun and random facts about you that you don't mind sharing with our audience?
3 random facts. One, my little sister's 5. I love spending time with her. I get that we make each other laugh. That's the most important thing. That's number 1. Number 2, I love comedy. Especially Saturday Night Live, SNL. All my friends tell me I'm good with my impressions of people. I'm always the one mimicking all the sketches. I love comedy. Number 3, I'm a normal kid too. I like video games like Madden, NBA on the PlayStation. Like I said, I like going out and playing with my friends, hanging out with my friends. So I just try to manage a normal teenage lifestyle.
So you mentioned the sports games that you like. So what are the specific games that you like to play?
Like I said, I'm a big golfer. I'm always out on the course 4 to 5 times a week. I'm on the school team, so after school tournaments, practice just by myself. I love playing basketball. I love playing football with my friends. So those are the 3 main sports I like to play, the ones I like to watch too. Soccer, baseball, tennis. I have a lot of friends that enjoy those, but my 3 main sports are golf, basketball, football.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure to check them out at Wuf Shanti, social media, the website as well. Feel free to contact him directly.
19th Amendment gives fashion a voice. We give designers and shoppers the ability to speak and be heard by curating independent fashion from around the globe. We deliver the attention and quality needed to satisfy independent designers and their fans. Our collections are offered at pre-sale prices and manufactured in the United States. Discover designers' stories. Follow their work and be the first to shop designer pre-sales for insider pricing before production begins. Together, we set trends before they hit the runway. This is how fashion was meant to be, outspoken. 19th Amendment, for fashion, for designers, for you.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Sulavon SheShed. As always, we are on WBTVN, that's the Women's Broadcast Network, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll catch you next time in the SheShed.